Welcome, welcome. My name is Tina. I have a cold. But I wanted to show you some more things we could do with ephemera. So this is all stuff, if you didn't see my playing with ephemera #1, you can go back and watch that. We created this. I had an idea and I wanted to try it, and I figured I'd record it and see how it goes. So this, I picked up a roll of like return label, or I guess not necessarily return, but these are like label stickers, and I picked up a roll at a creative thrift store. And I was kind of thinking the other day that I wanted to try to see if I can figure out how to use it to make a pocket. So we're going to do that. But first, we'll kind of go over a little bit. So ephemera is, my definition of ephemera is random bits that aren't intended for crafting that we craft with. Book pages, trash I find on the ground, scraps of yarn, whatever. I think the official definition, I should probably just look it up and post it on there, but ephemera is basically stuff that wasn't intended to be saved long term, that people save long term. So like ticket stubs, you know, maybe like the itinerary from a wedding or takeout menus, stuff like that. So anyway, like I said, today we're going to play with this. If you order stuff from Amazon, or if you just get stuff shipped in the mail, you'll more than likely get a return label like this. It'll have printing on it. But if you don't end up needing to return whatever the item is, you can paint over these, and they're stickers. So you can put a layer of paint. I mean, if you have primer from painting your walls, throw that on there, and then you can doodle whatever you want on it. And it makes really fun DIY stickers. All right, so what I want to do, though, is I had an idea where I'm going to try it. We're going to see how it goes. I think I want to, the pages I have in here are printer paper from the 80s or 90s. I don't remember when they stopped using the ring printers like this, but that is the paper I have in there. It's a little bit thin, and so I think I'm going to glue two pieces together just to give myself a little thicker surface to work on. So I don't know where I'm going to go with this, so this just gives me a better chance of not bleeding through or whatnot. Okay, so here we go. So just gonna stick that, and I'm just using Elmer's glue stick. All right, so typically when I play with ephemera, I also play with all of the other things that I have to craft with. As a crafter with thrifted materials, I have a lot of garbage hanging around my house. So, but for now, what I'm going to try to do is just use what I had. This was all in the ephemera bags that I put together. So I'm just going to try to see what I can come up with just that. All right. So like I said, where did I put my, oh, it's right here. Okay. I know that these stickers are a little bit thin. So I'm kind of looking, I kind of want to see what show through. I don't know if it'll show through. I don't want it to be super boring. All right, well, we'll forget that. All right, here's what my idea was. I can use this to make a pocket. So I just need to figure out how I want to do that. Let's see. Do I want a big giant pocket like that? Sure, why not? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut about here, and then I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna cut this down for now. This is just a security envelope. I love the patterns on security envelopes. So I'm thinking if I tape it down like this will secure the pocket, and then this will give me space to be able to tuck behind it. So that's my my theory. Let's see how well it works. All right, and I already forgot which way this is supposed to go. So we're gonna go like that. And I'm kind of hoping that the pattern will show through, so we'll see. Give myself plenty of purchase space for the sticker to stick. Rub that on there. Oh yeah, you can see the pattern a tiny little bit. I'm gonna put this way down here at the bottom. And then just rub that on there so that it sticks nicely. And then I think I'm just gonna trim the little raggedy bits here. There we go. But then I'm gonna flip this over like such. And let's see, in theory, oh yeah. I mean, it's not perfect. It might, excuse me, it might end up, like the paper that I put into the pocket might end up kind of poking into the sticker, but I'll just use it carefully. So yeah, so now what we can do is I'm gonna take this, I'm just gonna glue this down so that kind of gives a little bit of definition. And then I don't have all my markers and stuff. I think they're in the other room, but oh, something else I want to show you. So this was the backing from that sticker. If you have washi tape, or like let's say you're putting together a little kit that you can take with in your bag, your purse, your pocket, whatever, and you want to be able to, like, you find something cool while you're out and about and you want to be able to stick it in your journal. Sometimes the glue stick is a little bulky. Doesn't always fit in a pocket very nicely. But if you have the backing from some sort of sticker paper, I think even like freezer paper would work, you can take your washi tape or your plain Scotch tape or painter's tape, or I can't remember, what's the plain tape called? So like even if you have some tape like this, just stick that on there. And it sticks well enough that it'll stay on there while it's inside your journal or your notebook or your whatever you want to call your creative surface here. But like I said, the tape will stick on there well enough that like you can carry it around, but then when you're ready and you find something cool and you're like, oh, I want to stick that in there. That's boring. Let's do this. And you can just take your tape right back off. Peels off super easy. I get dog hair in there. Oh well, they go with me everywhere. And there you go. So you can use, like I said, the address labels that you get in the mail in your packages, and then save the backing and use it for carrying around tape, plain tape, fancy tape, duct tape, although that, I haven't tried duct tape, now I gotta try that one. But, you know, different kinds of tape, and then you always have some sort of tape. If I wanted to, I could even do this. Shove that in there, and there you go. A little pocket, carry some tape around, and you're good to go. Thanks for experimenting with me.